In this Hub Nut video, sponsored by Lancaster Insurance, Tuck has been on telly and I need to sort her belts out again. Now, I've not had a great week to be honest. I think mostly just sheer exhaustion because of too many trips away recently. Haven't really done much with any of the cars, so that's been a bit fail, but sometimes you've got to have a bit of a rest, haven't you, and try and take it easy for a bit. I have a problem with Tuck. I'm meant to be taking her on a road trip in just over a week's time. We start that, in fact, and the problem is I can demonstrate it by doing this. She's gone back to being a bit of a struggle. She's not doing well on hills, and she's becoming very difficult to push around, which suggests the belt system is not operating as it should. Something has gone a bit wrong and I'm not sure what. We're going to roll her out, get the engine cover off, the internal one, and we'll have a look. Yeah, she really should roll down a hill far more easily than that. You can hear, might have to put her in forwards. The belts are squealing away. That's not great if I'm going to make it all the way to Essex, which is over 250 miles away, I think. Go and line her up. Next to the scruffy water butt, and we'll take a look. Out with the bathtub. Right, I'm going to take the cage off for better access. Well, I thought I'd get the air filter off so I could just give the carb a good blast out with carb cleaner, which I have done. That is actually cleaner than it was. Then this just ripped off the bottom. That's just rusted through. Thankfully, I do have a spare air filter cover, so I've just been cleaning that out, so we can swap them over. A quick run up the driveway and it seems a bit better. The belt's still a bit squealy. Is it too much to hope that it might settle down a bit? Oh well, we shall see. Right, let's have a completely pointless test drive. See if it's made any difference at all. Yeah, I think on balance we can say it's made no difference whatsoever. I've got Tuck jacked up because I've just slackened off the belt and it has resulted in some improvement. Let me just grab my hat. The famous hat is needed because it is crap weather. So standing well clear just in case you decide to go for a drive off. I mean, that all seems to be operating perfectly. A bit less squeal going on now, perhaps. But maybe it's better now the belt tension is a little looser. We'll just turn the engine off so I can show you what I mean. It's not exactly baggy, but you should be able to get a bit of deflection going on, because if you get it too tight it ends up pulling on this one, so it's starting to pull the sheaves apart, so your starting ratio is all wrong. But certainly, yeah, it feels to me that everything's turning that much better. So even though it's raining, I'm going to put it back together, we'll go for a quick drive. Certainly, she seems to be rolling better. It's the only car I've ever driven where you can cross your legs while driving, which is useful if you're desperate for a lube break. Almost as fast as a Fiat Ducato. Well, a beautiful day for a drive. But we'll get down to these bends and see if she squeals as we slow down. Ah, no squeal. Now it could just be because of the rain, or it could be because we've now got the belt tension where it should be. Yeah, all is still a bit rubbish really, but I haven't got time. I mean, I've never managed to get to the bottom of what is wrong with this Invacar. It's got new pulleys and new belts. It still doesn't go very well. It could be the engine itself is down on power. That's entirely possible. It was an engine that sat in a field for quite a long time, number of years. It could be down on compression. I imagine the piston rings aren't that brilliant. I'm just raising the revs to try and give her a chance to idle a bit, or charge rather. Doesn't seem to be charging very well according to the gauge, but I'm not sure if the gauge is so far away from the engine, but it's not giving me an accurate voltage reading. Yeah, next week's road trip is going to be properly interesting, so stay tuned to see how it goes. A bit of belt checking on Tuck to see how she's running, and we've run into this remarkable world travelling Ford V8 Coupe from 1939. It's British registered, but the owners are from Luxembourg, and they just send the car to wherever they're rallying any one particular time. We passed out on the road and I immediately turned around and came back. Look at that for an interior. It's even got automatic opening doors. It's amazing. Yeah, they definitely look comfortable. So all the adventures this car's undertaking, and on Monday this one's got to drive all the way to Essex. Well, it's a gorgeous day here in paradise again, but yeah, still a bit imperfect in the driveline. I think it's because the pulleys were never designed for this car. I think they're keeping the revs too low. Perhaps the belt isn't helping, but yeah, I'm kind of out of ideas. I'm just going to have to put up with the occasional squeal and her poor performance on hills and hope I don't find too many. I'm off to, where am I going? I'm off to the Midlands tomorrow, no not tomorrow, Monday, where I'm going to meet up with TPA and we're going to have a bit of a blast around. 2 Invacars on the road, that should be quite a sight. And a chance to see how they compare as well. On Wednesday, I'm going to be in Basildon, and me and Tuck will be parked up at the Festival Leisure Park in Basildon about 8 o'clock on Wednesday night. We're going to turn up, and if anyone wants to come along and have a look, you're more than welcome, and come and meet frankly the star of the channel. yeah, she will be there. And then we're pushing on towards Sussex next weekend. It's the Retro Rides Weekender at Goodwood. Saturday is mostly track action. I'm hoping to sneak Tuck around the track because I'm not paying to take part in a track session. That would be ludicrous. And yeah, I wouldn't get my money's worth because I think one lap will be enough. So if that happens, that'll be magical. But on the Sunday there's an auto solo, so I hope to be putting Tuck through her paces in that. So if you're at the Retro Rides Weekender at Goodwood, do come along. I have a feeling it's only £10 for a day ticket. So yeah, should be good fun. And yeah, then all we got to do is get back home. So exciting times await for an imperfect Invacar with about 800 miles to do. It's going to be an experience. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. Don't forget we've still got Tuck t-shirts available at hubnut.org. We've only got Tuck hoodies in small left in stock at the moment. And yeah, we shall see you in a future video. Farewell.